Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we have a special video, alright? It's coming in, and it is absolute heresy. We have the soldiers of the Imperium versing each other today, and it's actually on a pretty cool map. Very close quarters, and we pull it up right now. These are two highly rated players on the Soulstorm ladder, and it's going to be All-Seeing Eye versus Death Ass. And here we go. We're in Battle Marshes here. This isn't Battle Marshes. What map is this? It went too fast. I missed it. We'll cover that at the end. We'll swing back around. Anyway, we have over here, I don't know many Sisters of Battle chapters. Is this Sacred Rose? Fuck if I know. Don't know. Apologies for cursing. Anyway, alright, sorry. So we have Sisters of Battle, All-Seeing Eye, and then over across the marsh here, we have Death Arse. Looks like some form of, I don't know, blood angels? Maybe. I think that's a soul drinker icon, but the wings and the blood ravens, blood angels, blood ravens. Anyway, this is a really cool map. Very close quarters combat map again. If you're versing Tau, or I'm pretty sure Necrons as well, you can jump this middle, and the enemy base is right here. Alright. We also have two major pathways to get to your opponent's base. This heavy cover here, and critical locations in each respective heavy cover blob. Relics hiding in the back corner of each one of these, and then the protected areas behind each base. You'll see people hiding gens and tech, so on and so forth. So let's play the game. We'll let it play out. So we have our Space Marines versus Sisters. Very heretical combat here. We're supposed to be fighting for the Emperor. Starts Scout first and drops a barracks. And for the Sisters looks like they're going straight into their armory. Ooh. Wow, okay, Sisters are going a bit of a heavier tier 1. They're going barracks and armory. Okay. Space Marines looks like they want to double out their chapel barracks ASAP. I'm going to assume they're going to want to get their force commander here, but they sped this out so quickly. I don't see any power generators. No, they go Marine Squad. He's not doing anything else. Maybe he's saving up to buy all the listening posts or a turret somewhere on one of these flanks. So we got Space Marine Squad coming out, and Space Marine Squad will straight up beat a Sisters of Battle squad. They have a little bit more HP, as far as I remember. Again, it's been a hot minute since I've seen this kind of matchup. Usually you don't see these two facing off. And here we go. The Space Marine players just, you know, coating the map. There's the Force Commander. I knew he was coming. The thing is with the Force Commander, he's expensive at 220.50. You won't really be able to afford a generator. Seraphim Squad is coming out for the Sisters of Battle. This is one of the stronger tier 1 units in the game. You need the armory to get them. And this is why not only do they have jetpacks, they can fly. And this is why I was questioning why or whether we would see a Force Commander. He's really the only thing that can deal with this. They are death on wings. They're brutal. This is an additional... This army, Sisters Battle, is in Soulstorm. So this is like a newer unit added. It really breaks a lot of mechanics. I mean, it can shoot and move with pretty good accuracy. And you'll see they're, you know, not as large as the Scouts, but they are pretty good when you get like 1 or 2 more squads. They're good for capping, killing workers. You need that Force Commander's damage to stop this, and it looks like the Space Marines are in the Sisters base. They're going in, they're doing the same thing. They're trying to kill some workers. The Scouts for the Sisters of Battle are missionaries. They're single model units, so they're not as strong, but they're no slouches in melee. Eat Bolt Gun as they're meleeing. So let me see, was I right? I think I was pretty close. Yeah, the Space Marines straight up do a little bit better in combat than the Sisters, but it looks like he's retreating. I think he could have took this and kept pressure up. I guess he doesn't want to invest too heavily in tier 1. The Seraphim got pushed away. The Force Commander's still cooking. And still no power from the Space Marine. A little concerning. But again, he does have a lot of requisition points. I think he's at 4 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got his critical location. He's going to go contest this relic. And let's see the Sisters. The Sister has 1 generator still. capping these listening posts. This is bad. They're gonna lose this scout. Force commander's plucking away with his bolt gun. Beautiful. Love to see it. Chase him. Get him out. Where are those Seraphim? They're still here, picking scout models out. Another Space Marine squad. So this is a very heavy tier 1 for the Space Marine player. I do like this versus the Sisters of Battle. You want to get map control. We talked about this in our initial video. The Sisters of Battle get a special resource called Faith that you need to capture from listening posts. So getting this gives each squad a kind of unique ability. And the Seraphims have one, I believe it's like double damage for spending your Faith. So you get your listening post, you get your Faith edition, and then it slowly ticks in, and it caps at some point. So you want to get as many listening posts as possible for the Sisters. Interestingly enough, no Canoness. She's coming out now. This is the hero unit for the Sisters of Battle, and he's going the Infernal Pistol. So with this build, this is a standard Sisters build. You go in as soon as you get this Infernal Pistol, you're going to tech up to tier 2, and then get sergeants on your Seraphim squads, and then you have flying Infernal Pistols with your Canoness backing them up. It's a very dangerous army. You'll generally see 2 squads of Seraphims, 3 if the game is going long enough with those Infernal Pistols, and the game's over. We see here the Missionary is attached to this battle squad. The Missionary has a Faith ability that will heal the squad over time. It's a really strong ability for such a low-end unit. I don't think I can see the Faith abilities. There it is right there. And you'll see the squad regaining a good amount of HP. And the Infernal Grenade goes out to break Space Marine morale. And now this push comes in. The Space Marine player is pushing on the flank with this turret. He's got to build this. And he's got to move this army up. I don't know where. By the time this army runs all the way across the map, the fight's over. And you'll see that Infernal Pistol coming in. The Space Marine player still, he's got his second generator coming out, but no armory. Needs that armory if he wants to fight this battle at this point. Need a plasma pistol on this Force Commander. Or a turret. That other squad's coming in now. And you'll see the Sisters of Battle are pushing. They're pushing hard here. This looks dire. I don't know if the Space Marine can come back from this. This is a lot. No, no, no. Shoot the other Marines, friends. What are you doing? There we go. A nice bolter line. And that Canoness is just going to delete models with that flamethrower pistol. Nope. Sisters of Battle's not going tier 2. They're investing in their tier 1 economy. They're upgrading their listening posts. Really building out the economy. Try and get the Space Marines on the back foot. And kind of win it. I see a turret going down. That's nice. Let's check the Space Marines economy here. Space Marine player, I'd like to see them upgrade maybe. Okay, they're upgrading this generator. I'd like to see another one. I'd like to see them kind of maybe push this way.
Scouts in position.
There's no reason to push against this. Throw a minefield and a turret down here. Maybe a second one and push the other way. Make the enemy army move. You don't want to fight this in heavy cover. A lot of defensive bonuses here. And at this point, the Sisters of Battle, I feel, are ahead. I feel like they're in a much better position. I'm just waiting to see if they start teching up to tier 2. There it is now. Perfect timing, especially with the investments made. I think maybe they could have, instead of getting another listening post upgrade, maybe got another Seraphim squad. They would have had to have bought the squad upkeep from the barracks. It's the same as the Space Marines, where you have to buy a squad increase from the HQ. It's in the barracks for the Sisters. And they're just healing up, spending that Faith. Tier 2, this is going to get real bad for the Space Marines. And look at this mobility. The Seraphims are going to decap this critical location. They can't fight through this turret, though, so this was smart. But this is why this upgrade really should have been first if you're going to stand your army over here. Stop these Seraphim flying all over the joint. Here's the armory now. 7 minutes in. Love to see it. Let's check the Space Marine economy. The Space Marine is going tier 2. I thought I heard... Yeah, I did hear a sniper. Okay, so can he actually see this? No, he needs a skull probe. That's what he needs. Somebody get this man a skull probe. Here we go. Let's watch these clowns get gunned down. Bye-bye. Yep, fly away, you rats. You rats on wings. Get shot again. Get shot again. This is cheese. I like playing the Sisters Battle, and this is the build I prefer to go, because it's just so toxic. And there's the skull probe. Perfect. What's he getting? He's going for power weapons first. So he wants to engage in melee against the Sisters. Interesting choice is potentially the Sisters Battle could go flamethrowers. on top of the the flamethrower turret they put down here. What's the Sisters Battle doing in Tier 2? It finished. I don't see them getting any... Did they get their squad leaders yet? No. There they are. They're coming in now. Really interesting that he went for power weapons, and now he's going for his HP increase. This not being done, it looks like they sniped the workers here, is tragic. Yeah, there's the Seraphim squad leader, and there it is, that laser beam of death, the double damage on the Fame. This sniper scout's going to go down. This is a lot of power. 20 power invested into a model that's dead. He's going heavy bolters, which again, the Sisters will push through this and crush that heavy bolter, and he goes machine cult. Very interesting, he decides to go for the machine cult here. Normal Space Marine Tier 2, throw the Librarian down, get Grey Knights and a Chaplain out, and you'll be able to push through this. And how about the Sister? The Sister player has the ball in their court now. They know the Space Marine player is going into vehicles. It looks like he's upgrading his missionaries. Sorry, it's been a while since I played Sisters. So you can spend faith to upgrade, and there's their vehicles now for the Sisters. And look at this. This one Seraphim squad is just wreaking havoc in the backline. This is the time to push in. Armor increase came in on the Sisters squads. Yeah, push. Push, 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 push. And then they fly away like rats. Absolute scum. No gens went down, though. Big save for the Space Marine player. A lot of generator income. Yeah, there's that missionary faith spell. Ridiculous damage. What do we have coming out? A Rhino. I like this Rhino. Is he going for a Sergeant? No. He went double bolters. I'm not sure how I feel about that. This is just also go for a Rhino. Okay, good. Good. We see a good eco. This could go into Tier 3. I don't see either side being able to break the other right now with what they have. I didn't see if the Space Marines researched grenades. I really wish I could see the tooltip down here and see how they did, but another day. Another Rhino. Interesting thing, the Sisters of Battle Rhino has a turret, a bolter on it. The Space Marine Rhino does not. The Sisters of Battle, just, you know, newer faction, I guess you could really say it as. I wonder if this is going to scare the Space Marine player into pulling over here. He's going to think, oh snap.jpg, there's a Rhino here, it could unload. Is this just a masterful bait? Now's the time, friends, get in there. Let's see, what is this? Holy Wreck Release. This is the Librarian building for the Sisters going down. Lots of cool commander upgrades. What are the Space Marines doing? Land Speeder Tempests, going for the crack missiles. Land Speeder Tempests are very expensive, and the crack missile upgrade is also expensive, but good versus vehicles. They also cost the full 2 vehicle population, so if you want more, you have to spend a little bit of money at your HQ to get that vehicle cap increase, and it's a long upgrade too. And it looks like the Sisters Battle player pulled back as well. Look at this, these dirty animals. I don't know why this needed to be sent here. Interesting. He just also showed his Landspeeder Tempest. I do like the Landspeeder Tempest happening. I don't like that he showed his hand. And now we're just kind of sitting here and watching this happen. Not good. These rats just keep piling up the bodies back here. I would put a minefield here. If this was me, and this is like the 3rd time that All-Seeing Eye has done this. I really like the play. And he's going crack missiles again. So double crack missile Landspeeder Tempests can actually... Ooh! We got a big fight. This big pulsating bomb of doom here lowers damage of the squads. It was good to retreat. And the Celestian squad here is anti-vehicle. And that's why you saw that Landspeeder Tempest just get deleted. If he drove the Landspeeder Tempest this way across the fog, maybe took out a listening post, pulled a generator too, he would have been in really good shape. Losing one Landspeeder Tempest like that for basically free is not good. Especially considering he got Skull Probe scouting. He could have sent a probe and nobody would have known. And that ticking time there was All-Seeing Eye with both critical locations. Space Marines are here. There's their sergeants, plasma gun. Oh, okay. Plasma guns, plasma swords. I'm telling you, throw a minefield here and call it a day. More people need to do minefields. And you can see there's a skull probe here. Just put it over here. Move it up a little bit. So this is what I wanted to see. Perfect, but bad control. I don't know what you're doing. You got 2 crack missiles. Fly them all the way in the back. Commit to it, brother. He's trying to snipe the armory, but most of the upgrades have been completed from that armory. Interesting. Repurchasing a turret here where there's no point. And let's see. Oh, they're both kind of just staring at each other from their rhinos. Very interesting. He's doing it again. He's doing it again, and a lightning comes out from the Sisters of Battle. Anti-flyer, anti-infantry flyer, and it's going to rip through. This is really bad control, and that's because he's looking at this fight over here, and he lost both Land Speeder Tempest. Really sloppy, and at this point, I think the Sisters of Battle players just insane. I think they're in a much better position. The Celestian squad's going to just melt through everything now. Normal standard practice, if a Sisters of Battle game goes this long, they will... Wow, look at those textures. Be perfect. Absolutely beautiful. Once a Sisters of Battle game gets this late into the game, it's done. You'll just see mass Celestians. They will rip through everything. Buildings, vehicles, heavy infantry. They get meltaguns and multi-meltas. And as you can see, they're death. Absolutely. There's nothing can really stand against them. I'm just confused as to what this Space Marine player is doing. Like, what's going on here? And the cool thing about the Lightnings is they'll do a lot of damage. They have an autocannon. They will rip through heavy infantry like these Space Marines if you get like maybe 2 or 3 squads. We have Zealot Charge. It looks like he wants to invest into heavy infantry. Repentia squads, I believe, for the Sisters of Battle. They charge in with double-handed great chainswords, kind of like the priests from the Imperial Guard. Hellfire Dreadnought. I'm very confused as to what the Space Marine player wants. He's being very defensive. It's not how you want to play it with Space Marines. You want to keep the enemy on the back foot. He's teching up to tier 3. I do like to see that. Meanwhile, All Seeing Eye is playing by every upgrade from what I could see. He spent money on an Exorcist tank, which is an artillery vehicle. Extremely inaccurate, but definitely a cool unit. And the Holy Requiem is going down again. Did this get destroyed, or did he delete it earlier in building? Totally missed it. We'll check up on it again soon. The artillery tank is firing. I don't know how the heck does he have vision of that? I guess the critical location. That's nuts that this tank can fire there. And yeah, the Sisters of Battle player is running away with this game right now. Economy is looking great. He's upgrading his economy into the final stages on his generators as well. And I mean, now he just gets a free scout, and he sees... I bet he likes what he sees here. I would too. Missile turret in the back, and he's trying to snipe workers. What is going on with this game? I am just so confused. Ooh, those missiles just missed. I bet that pilot's sweating bullets. Let's see what's happening over here. And now he's getting the Shrine of the Living Saint. This is definitely by every upgrade on the game. This is where you can get the unique unit for the Sisters of Battle with your relic, and you're in tier 3.5. It is the Living Saint. It's almost like a flying avatar of Cain. It can rebirth itself. It can do a little flying maneuver. Really cool little unit. I don't remember how expensive it is. We'll take a look at that. Getting reinforced hull plating. Yeah, this is by every upgrade you can right now. What's the Space Marine player doing? Anything? There's that librarian. We needed to see that a while ago. And just buys the sergeant. Interestingly enough, needs another skull probe. And look at this. This squad's gotta flee from those Seraphims. I like the missile launcher idea, but I guess they had the dreadnoughts to scare him away too. Like what did you have? Push, brother, push. The Emperor is with you today. Come on, man. What are you doing? And his economy is just not as good. His listening posts are not tier 3. He did get his orbital drop relay coming. But, I mean, look at this. His relic is gone. So he's not going to get a Land Raider. Let's see. Does he immediately buy a Terminator squad? I mean, what? I don't think the Terminators are going to help you here. He can't even afford the damn units right now. Goes for a Predator tank. And he can't get it because he needs to buy one more vehicle cap upgrade. Predators are expensive. 300 power. Why build the orbital relay if you're going to get a Predator? Talk to me here. Talk to me, Space Marine player. I want to be in your head. Look at this. I think... Is he just going for a take and hold? Is he content with this? Let's jump back over and see what they're doing. Shrine of the Living Saint, pumping it out. 400, 400 for that Living Saint. And yeah, just digging in. I think this is it. I don't think the game is gonna get much further. The Space Marine player can't push this. The Confessor's coming out, secondary commander for the Sisters of Battle. Very strong CC, an infiltrator, really powerful commander to attach to your squads. And yeah, getting the Holy Edict ability, which is the CC ability for him. And Celeste, yeah, this is just, we're buying every upgrade we can. I mean, why wouldn't you at this point? Yeah, here she comes. With this alone, he can push and just win. What's he cooking? What's over here? What's coming? Okay, a Pentian engine. This is the Dreadnought version for the Sisters of Battle. Really cool unit. You can only get 2 of them, though. Oh, there's our Predator tank. I believe it's capped at 2. Again, it's been a while. Close to 7,000 HP, an absolute monster in close combat, and equipped with flamethrowers. This is a ranged dreadnought, so it's not really as much of a comparison. I hope we get to see a battle. Fly in there, brother. Let's get it done. Oh, Lord. This is not. Who sent this in? Who sent this in? This was a viewer sent in game. Who sent this in? Alright, I saw that. He canceled that dreadnought, right? You would see it loaded up in there. And he's got melee Terminators coming. Okay. I want to see the Sisters of Battle run it down the house right now. I want to see it. Come on. This is not Standing Souls. This is Dawn of War Soulstorm, and I don't see any storming happening. Is he gonna let this tick down? Does he know? You know, some players don't look at this. They don't look up there and go, "Oh shite!" Oh, there they are. This is one of the scariest units in this video game. Right here, the Celestine Squad. One of the scariest units. Not only do they get a veteran superior sergeant, they get this flag here, which increases their health. Basically, the person just stands with a flag. Is he getting it next? I hope he is. I hope so. Get a flag in there, brother. Oh, hold on. We're seeing action. So the Predator tank just drives... drives right in. This is so... I'm speechless. This is so bad. The orbital bombardment misses. Okay. This is just disappointing. This is not a war I wanted to see. The Space Marine player deserves this. So there's the heals proccing. The rhinos are shooting. This was terrible. Who sent this in? Who did this? Who did this? This is terrible. This was a sweep. I thought this was gonna be a battle. Look, there's the flag. There's the flag. No, I don't want the dude. I want the chick with the flag. That's sick. This battle is great. You know, they get a bad rep. Sometimes they get called the bolter bitches. You know, but yeah, right there. Hey. Oh. Get a little screenshot. Get a little screenshot in there. Where? Right there. Yeah, with the orbital bombardment in the background. At least we got a good screenshot at the end, right? Right, everybody? We can get... There we go. At least we got a nice screenshot. And you know what? I'll take that. I will take that. That was a clean sweep. Excuse my French. So let's talk about... So obviously we just saw the Sisters of Battle basically lock the Space Marine player in. Obviously the Space Marine player didn't micro the best. There was a couple times... Look at those missiles too. That's nice. I mean, we just saw it. The Rhinos just went in and got face rolled by a 300 to 370 melee damage walker. And just death. We saw both Predators suicide. I don't even think we saw the Terminators make it in there. It looks like I guess the Saint flew in and just caught him with his pants off. So let's talk about what the Space Marine player could have done better there, because I think this is a good learning experience. One is awareness and micro. He had really good map control early on. I feel like his turret was in the wrong place. You see? We missed this? A minefield went down? Oh, all-seeing eye. You've been added to the board of I love you. Because I love minefields. Now, I really like the turret placement here. I would have liked to have seen a turret here earlier in the game, or at least this listening post upgraded to stop the Seraphims flying. Maybe put a Space Marine squad here with those 2 heavy bolters. I don't think you need both Space Marine squads with both heavy bolters here with a Force Commander. I think that's overkill, especially when the Sisters never pushed from here. 1 Space Marine squad with some bolters, maybe a Scout squad here with snipers, a Scout squad here with 1 sniper, even an additional Space Marine squad. The utility of having 1 extra Space Marine squad is massive. Especially with the grenade ability, absolutely just an asset everywhere at any time. So put your other squad here, put your 2 squads here, maybe get an additional Rhino out and keep it ready. The tier 2 throwing away, I think 3 or 4 Landspeeder Tempests. I can't remember off the top of my head. Huge misplay. He purchased. We saw him purchase. I was even like, you know what, a Skull Probe would be great? Ding! Skull Probe popped out. Whatever little noise it makes. Send your Skull Probe across. Yeah, maybe it gets suicided with the turret here. So send 2 Skull Probes, or push with the Skull Probe. Maybe the enemy's looking at your... Maybe you push over here with your troops and the enemy's looking. Send your Skull Probes through, or send your Skull Probes through here. Heck, even an Assault Marine squad, jump them in, see what's happening, and use smart flying on your Landspeeder Tempests. You're going to invest 100, I believe it's 175 power for 1 Landspeeder Tempest. So that means you're spending, I think it's what, 125 rec, 175 power. So you can buy 1 Landspeeder Tempest. You have to buy 125 upgrade from your HQ to get 2 more Landspeeder Tempests. That's like 2.5, 3 minutes worth of building these fucking things. Then you have to arm the Landspeeder Tempests with crack grenades, crack missiles, excuse me, and all just to drive them across and suicide them. So scouting here would have helped. And you saw All-Seeing Eye didn't get any lightning fighters for a while. He didn't know. You know, he showed his hand. You want to hide the Landspeeder Tempest? Hide him in the swamp back here. Who's going over here? Nobody. Hide him. Get 2 or 3. Fly him over the map. And again, imagine how this game would have been if he sniped these listening posts when they were tier 2, or say tier 1, and now the Sisters of Battle has to send a unit over here and rebuild, re-micro. You know, imagine you push with your army, you kill this. Right, you kill these 2 turrets. You know, maybe you use those 2 Predator tanks, upgrade them. I wish I could ping. I really do. You pick off 2 turrets here, and then maybe you hide a Scout Sniper squad on ceasefire back here, or a Scout squad cloaked with plasma guns. Scouts never lose utility. They are always a boon. Who's sending... He's not sending a detector back here. The worker is not a detector. Okay? Snipe the listening post. Don't decap it. Stop jumping the gun, because this is game knowledge. The Sisters of Battle Scout, the missionary, is a detector. So just keep your squad back here. Okay? Put them on ceasefire, stand ground, hide them in the back, let the enemy rebuild, kill the worker, shoot them with the Landspeeder Tempests again, and pull your scout squad out. At that point, the trick is over. Move them somewhere else. Move them over here. Hide them. Maybe you get back here. There's a turret here, yes, but these turrets weren't here the whole time. So, Landspeeder Tempests, get them back here. Snipe these generators. This is the money targets. Maybe fly them over here. Push this way, put them right here. Shoot down the enemy armory or barracks. You know, we're going in the tier 2. You know, maybe you snipe the armory when all those big juicy upgrades come in for the Sisters of Battle. You snipe that real quick. Just to note, if anybody does not know, these turrets are anti-vehicle. When you see the blue flame, they're just as deadly against vehicles. This is a battle are just OP as all hell. It's not like these Space Marine turrets where you get 2 missile launchers and you shoot them at infantry and the infantry just go, oh, that's cool. No, that Inferno turret will melt through infantry and vehicles. Same as the Necron turrets. Buying the upgrade to anti-vehicle doesn't really mean much. It's still going to rip through anything. But yeah, throwing away those Landspeeder Tempests was a big mistake. His Predators could have been used better. And yeah, I mean, he bought the scouting, the skull probe upgrade. I'm just still just stuck on that. What was that? That was just very confusing to me. And then the game kind of just delved into the Space Marine player sitting, and we talked about this in my first video. Okay, when you spend money on army troops, you need to use those troops. Okay, that the Sisters of Battle player had enough time to sufficiently fortify and choke both paths is ridiculous, and the Space Marine player did not manage his units correctly. There's no way they got to Tech 3, got every unit and every upgrade. We watched them buy upgrades for units they didn't even have. They were getting, what is this? They're getting another HQ. The Sisters Battle economy was pumping. That means they weren't spending as much money on troops at one point. You gotta push your advantage. You're gonna spend and buy 2 Space Marine squads, upgrade them almost fully, buy a melee and a range upgrade for your commander units, kit them out with sergeants and the whole 9, and never push? No, 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 no. No, you can't do that. You gotta attack. There needs to be at some point a decision where you go, it's go time. That Dreadnought that just sat here, I mean, he's gone now. Why build a... I'm pretty sure Hellfire Dreadnoughts are 305 power, right? And like 100 wreck, I think. Off the top of my head, 3 squad pop, 305 wreck. That's a heavy investment. So couple that with the 3 Landspeeder Tempest, the Hellfire Dreadnought. That's like, what is that? 550 power, 575, plus the Dreadnought, 1200 power. Is that math sound crazy? Is that wrong? God, math is not my strong suit, but that's a lot of power in Tier 2. Instead of building those units and tossing them in the dumpster, he could have teched up to Tier 3. He could have spent that power upgrading his listening posts to get a better economy. He could have put down turrets of his own here. This is a deadly choke. Nobody wants to push this choke. This is a horrifying choke. This is a scary choke. But imagine he used his Space Marines to push up to here, put some minefields or turrets down, and now this whole area is safe. You know, keep 1 or 2 Space Marine squads here, or put the Hellfire Dreadnought here, and then push with your army to this choke. Push, push, push. You're building troops. And the Sisters Battle player did the same thing. They just sat and didn't play either. But you could argue they played the objective. Okay, they cat both critical locations. The timer was ticking. Almost, I would say, for the majority of this game, the all-seeing eye player had the critical locations ticking, and that's technically a victory objective. So you could say they played the game correctly. I would argue no. I would argue this should have been pushed. This could have been pushed. Both armies on both chokes at one point had enough to push through. Maybe not so much on this side. This Celestian squad showed up late to kill that Dreadnought. So maybe the right side should have pushed a while ago. But again, he was playing upgrade bingo and kind of just sim-citying back here. But, alright, I'll take that. This wasn't the greatest game, but we got to kind of talk a lot. You know, strategies, ways to improve, a little more on game mechanics. Again, the idea of this channel, while we are watching not the highest level games, but pretty high level, is to kind of talk about things to improve, things to look for in yourself when you play. We'll probably get a video out at one point or other on like just some basic hotkeys that you should know. Maybe we'll do another unit video, like another hour-long breakdown of basics and stuff, and kind of just branch out. So before we get off track, let's talk about the score screen. I'm sure we could all see that's going to mostly favor the all-seeing eye. The military, I mean, this is for a 21-minute game. This is not good. I don't want to see this. Do you understand me? The Emperor is frowning. Not only that these idiots were fighting, that this is the kill count. This is Dawn of War. I should see in the hundreds. I should see triple digits on these screens. Unacceptable. Yeah, I mean, look at this eco. You could see. Now, this is where a lot of people disagree and agree, and it's conflicted. And it was like this in Dawn of War 2 and 3 as well. Spending money on upgrading your eco. So upgrading those listening posts is expensive. But, I mean, you could see he gathered about maybe 4,000 additional rec. And that's a lot over the game. But he also spent 1,600, so it goes both ways. It goes both ways. Power gathered about 1,000, about 1,500 more. And you could see the Space Marine player was keeping up with power. he was keeping up. So I don't believe the Space Marine player got his second generator upgrade either. The generator upgrades aren't as big. It's the initial building of the generator gets you quite a bit of power to help you kind of move on through the game. I'm pretty sure each generator is like plus 8 or 10 with the upgrade per power tick, so it's not crazy. And yeah, you can see it was just research bingo. He was just getting everything for the memes. 48 units reinforced. Imagine if you have 2 more Space Marine squads out on the field. That's a big deal, and it's only 190 rec. And if we look at that, I mean, again, the Space Marine player was shorter on rec, but instead of throwing it away with Land Speeder Tempest, get a couple Space Marine squads. At least that's how I play Space Marines. Again, I'm not the highest, and I don't even play 1v1s like competitively. I play with mostly my friends and just random BS games, but an extra Space Marine squad is huge. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching. Again, big shout out as always to my editor for yelling at me to get these done. And I will see you guys next time. Keep the games coming. I'm gonna see if we can get an email open so you guys can send cool replays in and such. And we can keep an eye on it. You know, we'll get maybe some community games going coming up in the next couple weeks. And we'll cast them on the channel. So it's coming. Keep your eyes open. Leave some comments below. What is your favorite faction, and why is it not Space Marines? I keep asking, and I'm going to keep asking until you all say Space Marines or Imperial Guard, because the Emperor's watching. He's watching. See you next time.